Hello friends, in the series on income tax cases, today we will discuss a case in which a very important issue was before the Chennai ITATC bench, and the issue was that if the assessment proceedings are going on and in that assessment proceedings the assessee says that he has sold some property and some capital gain calculation is there, but the assessing officer, in spite of making various inquiries related to the sale of the transaction, do not invoke section 50C. So whether the Commissioner of Income Tax, just on the basis that the AO didn't invoke section 50C, the revision can be done under section 263. This pertinent issue has come before the bench in the case of Dhanlakshmi Mills Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case is reported in 97 ITR Tribunal, short note 77, and the date of the judgment is 13th July 2022. The present case relates to the assessment year 15-16. In the present case, the transaction of sale took place in 2006-7. The registration of the property was done in 2009. But the assessee's contention was that since the assessee has given the possession in the financial year 14-15, so the capital gain should be calculated in the financial year 14-15, and he accordingly calculated the capital gain by taking the consideration of the property as 2.62. The circle rate of the property in the year of registration of the property was 4.10 crore. The assessing officer, in spite of making various inquiries relating to the cost of the property and the sale consideration, passed the assessment order without invoking section 50C. When the assessment order was passed, the Principal Commissioner of Income Tax called the assessment records, and he was of the view that it was the duty of the assessing officers to invoke section 50C, and since he has not invoked section 50C, so the order is erroneous. Section 263 talks about that if the order is erroneous and prejudicial to the revenue, then the Principal Commissioner of Income Tax can revise the order within 2 years from the end of the financial year in which the assessment order has been passed. And section 263 also says that in the following cases, the order of the assessing officer will be deemed to be erroneous. First, where the assessment order has been passed without inquiry, where any claim has been allowed to the assessee without doing inquiry about that claim, where the assessment order has been passed by the assessing officer by not following the instructions of the board, and where the assessing officer has passed any order which is in violation of not following the jurisdictional high court judgment or the Supreme Court judgment which is against the assessee. This is the broader view of section 263. The assessee challenged this revision by filing an appeal before the tribunal, and the tribunal in the present case said that this order which has been passed by the assessing officer without invoking section 50C comes into the definition of erroneous, and since there is a tax effect, so this is also prejudicial to the revenue. So this is an order which is prejudicial to the revenue and erroneous, meaning thereby that if some assessment will be done and the assessing officer will not invoke any section or will not do any inquiry, then it will be fatal to the assessee. With due regard to the Chennai ITAT, if we analyze this case, then whenever any assessment will be going on, then no assessee will come forward and say to the assessing officer that you have not done this inquiry in my assessment, and if you are not doing this inquiry, my order can be erroneous and can be reopened under section 263. So this type of situation cannot be imagined on the part of the assessee. So it means that any order can be termed in the broader sense in the purview of section 263 by saying that the order is erroneous, because the assessing officer, it has been seen that passes the order, makes the additions without making the inquiry. So for that the revenue do not come forward that the assessing officer has not done the inquiry. But in case any relief is given to the assessee without doing inquiry, so they can reopen your case and you can be strangled into unwanted litigation of section 263. In the end, in this case, the revision was allowed just on the ground that the assessing officer fails to invoke or trigger section 50C. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Dhanlakshmi Mills Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case is reported in 97 ITR Tribunal short note 77, and the date of the judgment is 13th July 2022. Thank you, friends.